And we are back with the Bureau XCOM Declassified, and let's see what we got going here. We're off to the base.
In visual range now, sir. Preparing final approach.
Sky Ranger is a lot less appealing in this one than it is in Enemy Unknown.
This is Sky Ranger 1, requesting permission to land.
Copy, Sky Ranger. Permission granted. You are cleared for pad number 3.
Gonna take more than a hole in the ground to beat those things. Just admit it, you're impressed. So, what is the Bureau anyway?
Bureau of Operations and Command.
Never heard of it.
You were never meant to.
Sneaky, sneaky.
This base wasn't meant to be operational for another year. We've called in every operative we had earmarked for the project, but, well, let's just say that we'll be a bit understaffed.
Director Faulk, sir. Welcome back.
These two are with me.
At least this location is secure.
And I intend for it to stay that way. I'll be giving a report to all staff at 0300. Report to the operations room at that time. I have a lot to prepare, Carter. Agent Weaver will show you around.
Down here, Carter. Come on. When Ivan put Sputnik up, the brass got scared. This project became top priority. Off the books, of course.
That did it. Hold it there. Don't move it. All right, people. Show's over. Back to work.
Carter,
nice.
This is Nico Da Silva, Senior Field Agent. Nico, you'll be sharing your workspace with Agent Carter.
Welcome to the most advanced facility on Earth.
Faulk wants him up and running ASAP. Time is of the essence. Straight from his mouth.
Gotcha. Well, come on. Our office is right over here.
I get an
Matt
office?
Weaver is one tough broad. So, this is us. This is my desk here. Yours is over there. Get comfortable, Will. Things as they are. This is both your office and your quarters. Do you mind if I call you Will?
Yes, I do mind.
Well, I'm not calling you Agent Carter. I might be military, but I'm not that formal.
I prefer William.
Yeah, well, I prefer Nico, even if my mother insists on calling me Nicholas. There are some things that are just beyond our control.
I can see we'll be fast friends, you and I.
Glad to hear it. My supply of friends got cut a bit short lately.
That all, Da Silva?
For now, sure. You have any questions, just ask.
My guy's an ass,
And
isn't
one more
he?
thing.
Yeah?
The old man, Director Faulk. He's a hard man to impress, but you managed it. Not what I expected after reading your file. Only pleasant surprise I've had all day.
Okay, you
How
read
many
my file.
people around here know my history?
We all know each other. Don't worry, you'll get to read up on us too. The old man thinks that the more attached we are to one another, the better we'll be in the field. The Bureau might be an adjustment for you. We work in teams here. Seems like you're more accustomed to operating alone.
Yeah, well, I'm also accustomed to the enemy being human. An attack like this, it's gonna mean a lot of adjustment for everybody. I'm a
Probably.
different man today than I was yesterday, you know?
Ain't that
She's
the
done.
truth?
Where were you this morning? Did you get caught in any of this?
No, I was out gathering intel on a weather anomaly way out in the boondocks. Something was interfering with television and radio signals, everything except the heavy-duty military gear. Since the attack, it's gone global.
They shut down our communication just before the attack. Keep us from coordinating. Smart.
Sure, but there's one way it helped us. Can you imagine the panic if the public found out about an alien attack?
Okay.
You seem like you know your way around this place.
I don't typically work out of this facility. Hell, no one really did until today. I'm with the NSA, but my post for the past few months has been with a small team that reports to Director Faulk.
Anomalies? What type?
Different types, but all, well, supernatural. Sounded silly to say it until a few hours ago. Mostly weather oddities, but also we've been recovering deposits of this Illyrium stuff.
Who else is on this team?
It was supposed to be kept small until it was needed. Now, people who were pre-flagged for recruitment are coming in. Well, the ones that are still alive.
People were pre-selected? From where?
From the military, the clandestine service, DIA, even some civvies. No one knew that they were selected until they got the call. As of this morning, Faulk activated the project and sent that call out.
And before today?
For the last few years, it's just been a couple dozen specialists. But now, we got a lot of new squaddies to bring up to speed.
Okay. Sounds like
I
fun.
need to get myself oriented. Let's talk later.
Sure thing, Will. Good to have you on board. Sounds like the director's about to start. Come on, let's get the good seats.
No. I want to read your file. For 1927 in Baltimore, Maryland, to Catherine and Sylvester Silva. International law, incomplete, New York University. He's divorced. His dad's dead. His dad died not too long after he was born. His mom died. His ex-wife divorced, living in Washington, D.C. Apparently has a son, estranged, daughter, illegitimate. He's been busy. Professional record, oh god. Despite a claim, was repeatedly demoted back to probationary agent due to various moral concerns, not morale. But, I guess he's kind of a problem. Alright, let's hear what he's got to say.
Lights. We are at war, and not the one we were expecting. Groom range, 2100 hours. Survivors, 6. In just a few minutes, our enemy managed to destroy the primary Strategic Command Center. By 2130, Strategic Command itself ceased to exist. Our combined military forces have been routed. The comms have gone dark. The red phone will not be ringing. And that is why, as of now, I, Myron Faulk, am assuming command of what's left of our nation's defenses. The Bureau was founded to coordinate resistance forces in the event of a complete and successful Soviet invasion. That mission remains the same, even if our enemy does not. We now face an opponent from beyond our world, whose identity is yet unknown. But make no mistake, this enemy has crippled us. They have technology decades beyond what we possess. We must make it our own. Their weapons will become our weapons, and when they do, we shall annihilate them. I give you new orders. Survive, adapt, win. Welcome to XCOM.
That's cool.
A year? Will, you can't go on a for a year.
I'm sorry. It's kind of easy.
Your family needs you.
No! No, I can help them. Let me help them!
The hell's going on?
Will. Carter. Hey, Will, wake up.
What?
Jesus, Carter. How is it you look worse than before you went to sleep?
You woke me up or leave me alone? Leave me alone.
I'm fine. It was just a dream.
Yeah? Must have been a doozy.
Old ghosts or yeah, you bet it was. Old ghosts.
Jesus. That was awful. I thought I was done with all that shit.
Oh, what?
Nothing. Never mind. Did you have a reason for waking me up?
Yeah, actually. Faulk's looking for you. Wants you in his office, ASAP.
Alright, let's ask
The
what
old man
he
say what he
wants.
wanted with me.
Ha! Guess you don't know him all that well yet. The director doesn't tell anyone anything he doesn't think they need to know.
Okay.
Well, I guess you can't really hold knocking off for a few against me, seeing as how we seem to be in our office and our quarters.
Yeah, I guess some parts of the emergency plan leave something to be desired. Ah well, it'll be just like college, right?
Yeah, except I stayed in Mrs. Hawthorne's boarding house back in Terre Haute. Had my own bathroom and everything.
Well, ain't you fancy.
Were you saying something about that radio?
Oh yeah. Cheap thing normally just pipes in the company elevator music, but it's been picking up some weird signal. Damned if I know what it is.
Don't we have more important issues to deal with?
Sure, that's why I haven't bothered with it. But if someone on the outside is able to broadcast through that jamming signal, well, it could be important.
Who would know more about this?
Check with Operator Chelsky. She's information officer for the Bureau. Keeps track of communications, arranges contacts, manages what the public hears. The whole deal.
Okay, sounds good.
I
Check the
better
radio.
go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
Alright, to find the old man. Hey, another file. My file. Status widowed. Family, Noah's mother, Julie Carter, wife deceased, Richard son deceased. So, our poor guy has had a bad time. He joined the army, returned to college on the GI Bill. Shortly after graduating, CIA recruited him. Exiled deep cover assignment for 7 weeks in the USSR. A fire at his family home in Arlington killed his father, wife, and son. However, due to the communications blackout of his mission, Carter did not learn about the tragedy until he returned in 1960. Ugh. That explains why he's a little less than happy, huh? Alright. Where am I supposed to go? Let's figure this one out. Apparently I'm supposed to still go... Oh, radio. Hey, radio.
2. Message repeats. 250.
Better make a note of this and talk to one of the radio operators.
9.
You probably ought to run that by Operator Chelsky across
Message
the hall.
repeats.
Might be important.
250. November.
250 November 892.
892.
Is that gonna like open a hatch somewhere on a mysterious island after a plane crash? And let's see what she wants.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Information officer, what does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. For now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
So she gets to spin this. Cool.
Because rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly. You and your agents contain the enemy's attacks, and my operators will keep the public panic level in check.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll try not to distract you too much.
As long as you have a good reason. What do you need, sir?
Well, what do I need? Well, how you doing? Wanna go get some lunch sometime? I don't know. Oh, I heard
Radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First, set the range to...
that
Set
one.
the range to 250.
Now the direction?
That
Set
one?
the direction north.
And the frequency?
That
Set
one.
the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get
I
rescued.
have no idea what I just did. Apparently I guessed the right things. I have no idea. Alright. I bet you that's the guy I gotta go talk to. So let me just go up the stairs.
You were there. You saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just...
You went from
his
looking out the
file
window
paints
to...
a different picture. Speak of the devil.
Oh,
Carter,
look.
good. Agent Weaver is afraid you don't play well with others.
I don't.
I tend to see that as an asset.
She knows me well, apparently.
What do you want from me, sir?
You're not here in this facility by chance. I brought you here quite purposefully. I've been following your career for some time.
It would be dead if it weren't for me or following my career. Let's be nice for
Why
now.
me? I've been behind a desk since... for a while.
Yeah, But you were a hell of an agent before you sat behind that desk. And what's more, I know what put you behind that desk.
The brass put me there.
Sure, the brass made the call. But it was you who kept yourself there.
I don't need another round of psychobabble. I had enough of that from the company's shrinks after the incident.
It was an accident, Carter. Beyond your control.
Right, yeah. And next you tell me how I can't save everyone.
It's too late for that. But you can save some of them. And right now, that might be enough.
Right.
I think I'm getting a
Well,
mission.
I'm with you, Faulk. If only because, for all we know, this clown show you're running here is all that's left of our nation's defenses.
Then that makes you one of the nation's best weapons.
I like it. I like it.
What's our plan?
Our first order of business is to get this facility running at full capacity.
Alright.
I believe our best shot at defeating an enemy with superior technology is to take that technology from them and make it our own.
And we got the facilities to do that?
We're still finishing construction on the lab, but we've already got one of the best leading the team, Dr. Dresner. And he won't be doing it alone. I'm in the midst of organizing field teams to be sent on recon and recruitment missions for other specialists.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
What is this place? I mean, when aliens from another world aren't attacking our planet.
This facility is essentially fulfilling its intended function right now. It was created to respond to a potential invasion on domestic soil.
Do all of these people work here?
No. Typically, you won't find much more than a skeleton crew here. But certain carefully selected individuals across all military disciplines are aware of this facility's existence. In the case of a domestic invasion, they're under orders to arrive here.
I never knew about this place.
Well, based on your performance at Groom Range, I'd say that omission was a grievous oversight.
Okay.
What do we know about the enemy?
Very little. Before this morning, we only knew of scattered oddities. We weren't even sure if they were connected.
Such as?
Deposits of the substance called Illyrium were found in various locations across the nation. There were weather oddities. We received and investigated reports of what we called thinnings. Localized instances where the very fabric of reality itself seemed to be warping, then dissolving.
And this was kept secret?
From whom? The populace? The news would have generated mass panic. No. The circle was kept quite small on this.
All secretive and the
I'm
like.
heading down to the ready room.
De Silva will meet you there and help you assemble a team. Get moving.
Alright. Right after I steal your tapes.
To conclude, all signs show a pattern of systemic interference that cannot be explained by known enemies. Excellent work as always, Faulk. But I'm not sure what you're suggesting. These activities aren't from the Reds. They aren't from any known source on Earth, so we must examine alternative sources. You mean to say, aliens? It's more likely than you think. We cannot afford to be caught off guard. Oh, okay, Myron. I think you've been working too hard. Take a little time off, maybe a vacation, and... No, listen, this is too important to ignore. My team has already uncovered a half-dozen potential cases of outside interference. No, you listen. I have a meeting with the generals in 2 days, and I will not have you making a laughingstock out of this department. General Deems is already talking about cutting funding, and if that happens, you and your team will be out. Do you understand?
Well, looks like General Deems got his.
You're right about that vacation. That's more like it. Someplace nice and sunny. Lots of fresh air, like New Mexico.
Like New Mexico. Right. Okay. Well, let's look around for a second here. Man of science. And some confidential paperwork and some other things. Alright. Just look around. We can't go in there. And we can't go in there. Alright, so where can I go? That's the question. Looks like I go back in my office. I read that. I don't want to go there. Can't go there. The arrow's putting me to, like, where? Okay, the arrow's putting me over here. No, it's putting me back here. Okay.
What do they look like? I heard some of them look like us.
No way. I've seen them. They look like some kind of... I don't know, some kind of monsters or something.
Here we go.
How's it going, Agent Carter?
Oh, it's just going fantastic.
I'll tell him right away.
Let's have a listen to these.
Gentlemen. Director Faulk has personally chosen you for this initiative, and I will be your team leader. It's an honor to work with you.
Come on, Will. We need to talk.
We're all honored, I'm sure, but the director wasn't very clear about what we'd be doing. For the most part, it's what you're familiar with. You're all experienced field agents, so investigation and recovery in hostile environments aren't new to you. You said it, best in the service. And it brings all the normal risks of any field work involving hostiles. Yes, but Director Faulk said something about unusual subjects? Yes, they might be different than you're used to. You mean we're not going after the Reds? So who are we looking for? We believe we have uncovered a new enemy of the state. We'll be investigating the exact nature of their organization. So, understood, I think. You can put us up against anybody in the world, sir. Yes, well, about that.
They're not of this world, man. Oh, more files. On University. Pretty pictures. All
the old
right.
man just called down. Says one of the scientists is missing. Disappeared.
Yeah, now the rumor's true. Someone has been shut away down here in the war room since the initial attack. Reports of devastation have been bad enough. Can they really hide among us? How are we supposed to fight against that? Do we even know if the space is secure? Some of us have already been getting twitchy after long hours without seeing the sun. Rumors like this could lead to a riot.
Along with his research in high explosives.
Does Faulk think he's gone rogue?
Maybe, but we can't risk a panic. Nils is tracking him down, but you need to get a team ready to help. Quick and quiet.
Alright, so how do I go about doing that?
This is a list of available agents. Faulk has gathered everyone he could find from all the agencies. All of them specialists, all of them the best at what they do.
Nice. Who is Crone and what does he do? Who is Dobe? Alright, what are you? You are... You have a machine pistol. Standard pack. You're a healer. Okay. Dude's name is Rubwright. That's a little awkward. Alright, he's my sniper. He's my engineer. And you is just our standard grunt. Okay, so. There we go. I want a Tobe. How many people can I have in my squad? Having the engineer was nice because the turret was really nice. But the sniper, I mean, if it's anything like XCOM Enemy Unknown, I mean, the sniper is handy. But a healer could be handy too, but let's take, okay, that's all we can do is take 2 guys. But then we can work their equipment out, their abilities, their perks. Oh god, you can level each of your guys. Crazy stuff. Oh, we can give them a first name and a last name. Change first name. Change last name. Vest color. Oh, let's give him some colors. We'll make him pink. Shirt color. I like white. Pants color. Actually, he's pretty good. Back to the gray. I like the gray. Tie color gray matches that. We're good. Look at this. Alright. Last suit you'll ever wear. That's the Men in Black. Tobe. Hey, Tobe. Your name is Tobe. Alright. Let's see here. Let's customize him. Camo color. I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? Because it all kind of looks the same. So we're just going to kind of make him all dark like a commando guy here. Look at this. Nice. I'll think of what to name these guys later. In the meantime, can I modify myself? I can. I can give myself a new vest. I'm going to go with a nice blue. With a nice light blue shirt. Straight black pants and a black tie. I like it. I like it. I think that's a good look. Alright, what about his perks? He's got a heal, he's got a whatever the hell this is. Unknown effects. Exposure to alien devices granting you strange capabilities. Their full potential is not yet known. Fair enough. So all I have is a heal. I guess we'll see what happens when I start hitting higher ranks. Alright, so for right now, this is my team. Actually, you know what? Can I rename these guys? I know I can, but like... Desmond... Rubright. Okay, so the last name is what shows up. I'm going to name them some of my people for later, but right now, I'm good with this. This is my crew.
I chased the infiltrator to the morgue. There's no way out of there.
Wait for me, Nils. I'll get your back.
I'll wait as long as I can, but we can't risk leaving him with those explosives.
I'm on my way.
Alright.
Carter, head through the armory and take a left for the elevator. I'll send your team up to join you.
Damn it, Nils. Hold on.
Where is that armory? Armory, where is you? You're here. You is armory. But I can't go through the armory. Game's not letting me. It says no. Hell no, you won't go. So I gotta go this way. Oh, maybe it's like this. Alright, well, you know what? Before I use the elevator, let's go look down here real quick. I don't think there's anything down here. No, I'm just running around in a circle. Alright, so that's the elevator out. What we've done in this video is pretty much go over the story. It's been pretty cool. We've gotten some dialogue, we've gotten some background on characters. I think we'll hit up the combat on the next one. So I thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.